I'm in a conundrum here. Oops, that's a. I go get a different speaker. I mean a microphone. All right, is that better? All right. It looks audio input capture. Now, let's check out. Okay, keeping that in the background. I've had a problem with my external cameras on this PC. They've been freezing a lot lately. I was watching a Armed Forces Committee thing, and it was interesting. Same people I'm used to. I had a Doctor Who day yesterday. Ooh, what was that? My splash page for the for the Edge. It was no, not that. It was when I turn on my PC, that screen that pops up, the pictures. It was this elaborate Indian temple. So I was watching a little bit of a stream that SpaceX did couple days ago or a day ago. Very interesting. She even dressed like a space queen. She even had her like the space queen outfit on. Have you ever seen the Supermans? And I think it was Superman 2. They brought in, well, three more had escaped their homeworld. But apparently they were, well, hey, they found a planet where people are weak, and he could be, what was his name? Anyway, I turned on the Sony. It's a flat screen television, and I went to my antenna ears. The little antenna was flipping through. What was it? There's one that looked really interesting. I might just watch some stuff later. The cop shows, NYPD. See, I was real young. I was real. Hmm. Well, I decided I'm gonna take this. My Samsung phone, oddly enough, on my calendar, I opened up and it was like it's Ramadan. I was like, it's Ramadan. Yeah, that was something that they did out in that thing. And so on Sunday, I kind of started doing a daytime fast and those types of things. I've been very unhealthy lately. So I did about, well, yesterday I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep Sunday night. I stayed up. I laid down for a little bit, and then I got up because it's well, there's something about staying up for a prolonged period of time. Can can it be done? Can we get used to it? So we've had so much family. I've had so much family disruption that let me play you this. Let me play you the short that that she put together. Very talented, extremely talented woman. Mhm. No, where's the shorts? Oh, there they are. Can I find the one that I played? Alien Deception menu. No, I want the shorts. This is like solidarity. See, I was watching the thing, and Pete Higgs said something about. I was like, am I watching like transmissions from Armageddon age? Everything's just on repeat, or is it actually live? Sometimes, oh, here it is.
We're so back, people.
No,
What
no.
is up? Let me see if I can get this on my tripod without focusing.
Oh,
Boom. Boom.
rapper.
My makeup looks crazy. I need to shower today.
Wait, is this the one? Okay, that's isn't.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
The
Sorry, I'm gonna have to pause
fucking
this.
5G sucks dick.
I have to pause that.
Oh, come on.
Mm-hmm. Rapping. Oh, here it is.
Ooh.
No, where's the short? Church, where's the? These aren't short. Oh, I clicked on that thing. Uh, oh, here it is. Yeah. Cynthia says good morning.
Hi. Good morning, Cynthia. Hi.
We'll watch this and
Hi,
then.
baby. Hi. Hi. Hi, cutie. You're so fluffy. Hi, baby. You're the cutest. Hey. You're very
Okay,
fun
wait.
and cute.
Okay, that's not the rap. I have to check my phone.
Hey.
See my
You've
history.
been sitting off quite haven't you? Okay. Go back to breakfast.
Oh, yeah. This.
Hi.
Hi, Cynthia.
You're getting big, dude. Like, in the horizontal way. You know what I'm saying? Like your width. Hi. You know you're the friendliest little baby ever. Hey, baby. Hi. Hi. Here, baby.
Mm. So, is this the one? This is one of the things about the morning chat. Where's my? Did it even does it show shorts in the history? There. Stream from. Cynthia says good morning. Why they take off the?
There's like a light.
Oh my goodness! It was such an amazing. It was such a really good. I don't Oh my goodness! Let's see. Angelic chords. Listen. So I suppose the recommendations. Back to. Could have been deleted because I liked it. Could it actually have been deleted because I liked it? I gave it a thumbs up. There's been a thing lately, and it started. I had a friend who she didn't like thumbs ups. Like thumbs up is an insult. Where on my phone does it say my like? Does it have a like history? How do I find a history of my likes? This is bizarre. Oh, I think it is someplace. Let's see. Subscriptions, memberships, videos, live podcast reports, unwatched. Continue watching. Look at this phone app here. So there's subscriptions. Oh, it was great. New to you. Subscriptions. This is just so unfortunate. Okay, well, other people are also doing damage control and mission thing. She was talking about in her live stream and record a live stream replay, aliens. Aliens. So oh my goodness, I set it down and lost that thing. Temple musicians. I want to do the Genesis. Back to the beginning. See, what if Genesis was just beginning? Leviticus, Exodus. Oh, it's Genesis. What is that? Bricks without straw. Jacob goes. It's the rulers of Edom. Abraham and Abimelech Hagar and Ishmael sent away. Abraham tested. The death of Sarah. It says Genesis 23. Sarah lived to be 127 years old. She died at Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron. I like to read, this is a student Bible or study Bible, so I like the Kiriath Arba means the town of Arba. Arba was the most prominent member of a tribe living in the Hebron area. So there are other tribes. It can also mean the town of four, referring to the place where Anak and his 3 sons lived. And then they have italics went either from Beersheba to Hebron or into where Sarah's body was lying. When Abraham rose from beside his dead wife and spoke to the Hittites, he said, I am an alien and a stranger among you. Sell me some property for a burial site here so I can bury my dead. He rose from beside his dead wife. So Sarah was dead. How did she? Let's move up. Let's at Nahor's son. Sometime later, Abraham was told, my Milcah is also a mother. She has borne sons to your brother Nahor. Uz, the firstborn, Buz, his brother, Kemuel, the father of Aram, Kesed, Hazo, Pildash, Jidlaph, and Bethel. These are names I'm not familiar with. Milcah bore these 8 sons to Abraham's brother Nahor. His concubine, whose name was Ahuriamah, also had sons, Teba, Gaham, Tahash, Maacah. Okay, so that's the thing right before. That's the paragraph right before the death of Sarah. In the land of Canaan, okay. The Hittites, where was that? Well, that's how much, that's how just in those 2 paragraphs or 3 paragraphs of this thing, and look at how small the type is. I had because I am such a bad biblical scholar, and I found this one. I was walking around this morning, and I was laying on the floor. So I picked it up, and it's the New English Testament. It's like, oh, it's a New Testament. The translations can be different sometimes. So I went to John. Over at the church I was going to, and so the Gospel according to John. So I went and opened up, and it says, when all things began, the Word already was. The Word dwelt with God, and what God was, the Word was. The Word then was. I'm like, isn't that Genesis? That exactly like Genesis. And then I started reading, and it's written in it's really good basic grammar, story form. Let me move over to Matthew, because that's what. Well, I did have some history books on this. But I've been really busy trying to well, there's a Bible study tonight, and I'm happy to have found it. There's a group of people, we can ask each other questions. At the church I go to, it's really got me interested in studying. However, it's more of a sermon with printouts, and it's like and I don't have a group there. We don't have a group session. No, I don't have anybody there that has the time to set aside a dedicated hour or 2 hours to sit down together and not have a leader explain it to us, but to read it and say, what does that mean to you? And take notes. Well, it seems to be had to be written as an explanation. So people, like, if you ask your parents, how did the world begin? I don't know, kid, what do you mean? How did the world begin? You came out of your mom? What if you just find a kid? What if you just find a kid wandering around? Mister, how did the world begin? I don't know. Did you come out of an egg? I don't know. That's interesting. So when I was thinking of Doctor Who yesterday, and see, I'd been up for over 24 hours. Probably, let's see, when was I having my most interesting? Probably around 2. What time did I wake up that other day? What time? Hmm. Hmm. I went to sleep last night, and I was going to challenge myself to stay up for more than for another night. It's a weird thing that goes on in the brain. Oh. Hmm. So Norha. So I was having a Doctor Who moment. And there's a certain, I've seen them in GIFs and stuff, there's like this, like a fish type of alien. They have oh yeah, I know where, I think I saw it over at the shop I go to. So they had battle suits. And they have like, but they have like kind of fish heads. And I was having like screenplays and stuff in my head that there's a fleet of these aliens coming to destroy, to take their people back, which are sea creatures, because the oceans have been so well. We've also eaten a lot of them. Well, they're so easy to catch. Anyway, I was eating shrimp. What if the different books or commands for different? So I was watching Cynthia. I was watching a little video or this looking at Cynthia. What if they're space hamsters? Like, I am such a science nerd. I had the theory of evolution. I know how it works, and all this stuff. And it's like, wait, what if we aren't? What if we are just landed here this way? What if this is just like our genetics and we don't turn into monkeys and things like that? But space hamsters, how cool would that be? I actually, about 2 years ago, when I thought that once I got settled here and people start talking to me again, but then again, so it's like the Krill and Avis. And I want to say thank you, Avis. Thank you, Avis. See, I was banned from renting from Enterprise, which put me into a really, really precarious spot when I had a really, really traveled for my work and would have to get rental cars. I'm like, I can't ride Enterprise anymore. Avis was there for me. My goodness, what if I'm eating my friends? See, that's when you enter science fiction world. It gets really confusing. Not as confusing as reading those 3 things about why do they feel it's necessary? Why do they feel it's necessary? Oh, I suppose if you were to take any of those ones and then branch out. In the book of John, let me see if it was in this. They're both written about the same. I was kind of curious if. Oh, here it is. When you see translations and why the scholars will kind of reinterpret things or. On the Christ, the giver of life, John 2. On the 3rd day there was a wedding at Cana in Galilee. The mother of Jesus was there, and Jesus and his disciples were guests also. The wine gave out, so Jesus' mother said to him, "They have no wine left." He answered, "Your concern, mother, is not mine. My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." There were 6 stone water jars standing near, of the kind used for Jewish rites of purification. Each held from 20 to 30 gallons. So they had wine in Jewish rites in jars that were used for. Ugh. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water," and they filled them to the brim. "Now draw some off," he ordered, "and take it to the steward of the feast." And they did so. The steward tasted the water now turned into wine, not knowing its source, though the servants who had drawn the water knew. He hailed the bridegroom and said, "Everyone serves the best wine first and waits until the guests have drunk freely before serving the poorer sort. But you have kept the best wine till now." This deed at Cana in Galilee is the first sign by which Jesus revealed his glory and led his disciples to believe in him. Oh, that's the story of turning water into wine. The guests had already drunk all the good wine. I'm thinking about it. Well, it was red. Oh my goodness. Let me find that one in this version. Or I'm assuming the color. I don't know. Purification. First, when I read it, I thought like it meant to hold water for like washing hands and things like that. John, what was that? John 2? Oh, this is fun because this is the red letters. They wrote the words of Jesus are in red. Oh my goodness, let's see. On the third day, a wedding took place in Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to him, "They have no more wine." "Dear woman, why do you involve me?" Jesus replied, "My time has not yet come." And they have a little thing here. My time is the 2, 4. Dear woman, the Greek does not have the adjective dear, but it is necessary to convey the correct sense, since the potentially abrupt woman could be understood as harsh form of address. My time has not yet come. Several similar expressions scattered throughout this gospel. Picture Jesus moving inevitably toward the destiny for which he had come, the time for his sacrificial death on the cross. At the crucifixion and resurrection, Jesus' time had truly come. All right. You can read it for yourself.